Do people like change? What do you think? That completely actually caught me off guard a few years ago. I was at a church just north of Chicago. Catholic business speaker by the name of Matthew Kelly said, "Hey, do you think people like change?" He goes, "Raise your hand if you think people actually like change." Out of a group of about 800, how many people do you think raised their hand? It was one, and it wasn't me. It was Matthew Kelly. He goes, I believe that people really do like change. They really would like better health. They would want to have a better marriage or a more fulfilling career that fit who they really were. He goes, the challenge is for most people, they have this thing called transition that stands in the way. It's the ability to move from where they are to where they need to go. And they feel like they're headed into the complete unknown, like headed out to a dark sea. He said the notion that people don't want change just isn't true. They fear change, but they actually want change. And that's what challenges most of us. It's that transition where we're either forced in to kind of a sudden change that we didn't expect and we're not prepared for, or we feel like if we change, we're going to lose control. And so we opt back for the status quo. And this change thing really involves faith, whether we like it or not. We get a sudden pink slip and we're wondering what comes next. For some, a spouse walks out, or even worse, they have the death of a spouse. And change then affects us on an emotional level. And whether we expect it or not, we find ourselves not sleeping or dealing with anxiety. We fear loss really at the basis of it, or we fear losing control. Something's not going to be there. Maybe it's this new place, this new situation, this new city. And as human beings, that's like common to all of us. For all of us, change is inevitable. This weekend, a good friend asked my wife and I, goes, "Hey, you guys have been married for 36 years to the same person. What do you think is allowed that?" And both of us like, well, we haven't been married to the same person. We've been married to the same person, but we've really changed. So poor Mindy's had to deal with this very different guy. So even in our relationships, things change. The Bible clearly teaches that change is inevitable for all of us. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Basically, new stuff is coming. There's a time for that. And so, question for you is, are you a person who navigates and expects change? Are you in change? And can you see this as an opportunity rather than losing control, but an opportunity to gain a new experience, a new potential, a new place? And it may be like my friends Chris and Laura, who intentionally just took time away to process the empty nest. And Laura just posted on her Facebook today. She goes, actually, I'm no longer seeing this as an empty nest, but a new nest. And I think there's something there. So for you, how might this change not be the loss that you thought it was going to be, but instead your opportunity? Hey, definitely get in touch if you want to explore this. Coaching is about healthy, positive change in your life, your career, your leadership. And I'd love to chat if that's the case. And definitely post below. Love to hear your thoughts. God bless you.